News 18. Weather from where you live.
Well, the snow is approaching. It's snowing at Kankakee, Illinois right now. This is all dropping southeastward. Snow just about to Roselawn and also near Wheatfield. Now you look at this and it doesn't look overly impressive. It's just kind of a band of snow here, but it's starting to come down a little heavier. We're seeing some banding features with this. And you know, this is a very interesting storm system. It's just not one storm moving point A to point B. There's a clipper here. And then there's a low developing in the northern Gulf of Mexico. You can see this is the polar jet, and this is a subtropical jet. So the cold in the clipper is here. The deep moisture is down here. So we've got two pieces coming together. And this right here, very strong winds way up in the atmosphere. Now what will happen tonight, very strong winds up in the atmosphere will spin around and kind of round the bend. And then these two lows will kind of come together right here in Kentucky. So we're going to have a pretty strong storm right here overnight. That'll bring our snow and wind that'll last into part of tomorrow. And then a secondary little low is going to form on the East Coast. And really strong winds will round it up in the atmosphere. And this will be an all-out blizzard for Long Island up towards Boston. Over a foot of snow with that. And then the really cold air spills in behind it. Speaking of that, tonight we're headed for the teens. Notice the wind chills dropping to 2 below by 7 a.m. tomorrow, and about as warm as we're going to get tomorrow. It's about 18. Then we fall off during the afternoon, and the winds get really gusty too. Tonight we'll have winds gusting to 22 miles an hour by 1 a.m. and the peak gusts will likely be around 4, 5, 6, and even 7 to 9 a.m. with gusts up to 31 and sustained winds upwards of 20 miles an hour, which will lead to blowing and drifting snow with about 4 to 6 inches. And then we look towards the weekend. Saturday night, Sunday, preliminary looks like a 1 to 4 inch snow and a lot of blowing and drifting with that one too as the wintry pattern settles in. This is 11 o'clock tonight. Snow over the entire viewing area except the far south. It may not be snowing at Crawfordsville yet by 11 o'clock, but it will by 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Widespread snow about 240. This is about 7 o'clock in the morning. Again, kind of a wind-driven snow, a lot of blowing and drifting around and banding features with it. And then by 9, 10, 11, the snow gets out of here, starts to wind down. We get perhaps a few breaks in the clouds. And then with clearing skies tomorrow night, we'll drop to 1 below 0. 4 to 6 inches of snow expected area-wide. These are some exact numbers on expected accumulations from the 5.8 up around Rochester, 4 Lafayette towards Romney, Linden, Pine Village, 4 Frankfort, 4 Flora and Camden, near 5 Monticello, little over 5 Rensselaer, almost 6 Wheatfield, and then 3.8, 3.9, close to 4 Crawfordsville, and over towards Covington as one lobe of cold air comes in this week, but this one means business. That could bring the coldest air in 3 years to the viewing area. There's the snow for Sunday that will accumulate, and then it gets brutally cold. We could be down to 15 below 0 by Wednesday morning. And at the very least, the coldest in 3 years, perhaps even longer than that, Dan, in some places.
That's it. I'm hibernating. Thanks, Jack.
Yeah, I know. I'm there already.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Up next, U.S. Supreme Court Justice Sotomayor temporarily blocks a birth control provision of the Affordable Care Act.